Welcome to part 5 of this series on Moult in shorebirds and other waterbirds. Moult in the first year of life, part 1. In parts 1 to 4, we looked at the adult or definitive molt cycle in some detail. We learned that there is one complete molt per cycle, pre-basic molt, which occurs after breeding and either before or while visiting the non-breeding grounds. Typically, there is also an additional molt, pre-alternate molt, which is usually not complete, but replaces body feathers and a limited number of flight feathers, which occurs before breeding, commonly beginning on the non-breeding grounds. In this video, we'll begin to look at the molt cycle in the first year of a shorebird's life, from the moment of hatching to the time it begins its second pre-basic molt, at which point it begins the definitive or adult molt cycle. After hatching from the egg, nestling shorebirds are covered with down and quickly acquire their first complete set of feathers through the first pre-basic molt or pre-juvenile molt. Technically, the plumage which results is first basic plumage, but we commonly call it juvenile plumage. Because flightless chicks are especially vulnerable to predation, first pre-basic or pre-juvenile molt is very rapid. Shorebird chicks can go from hatching to fledging or flying in as little as 3 weeks. Juvenile upper part feathers are often more intricately patterned than in adults, providing a valuable camouflage function while they are still learning to fly. To facilitate the rapid growth, juvenile feathers are typically smaller than those of adults. The downside of this rapid feather development is that they are poor quality and don't last as long as adult feathers. To make up for this, birds in their first year of life often insert an additional molt to replace the poor quality juvenile feathers with stronger adult-like feathers. This is called pre-formative molt and results in formative plumage. This molt occurs only once in a bird's lifetime, so can be regarded as a kind of teenage molt. Pre-formative molt is most commonly limited or partial, involving the replacement of most or all body feathers, but no or only a few flight feathers. It can begin within a few months of hatching. Most shorebirds in their first cycle also undergo a pre-alternate molt, like adults. However, this is usually less extensive and often means that full breeding aspect is not developed. Once young birds start their second pre-basic molt, they've begun the definitive molt cycle, which they will follow for the rest of their lives. Second pre-basic molt typically starts earlier than pre-basic molt in adults. In this video, we have briefly looked at 3 molts: first pre-basic or pre-juvenile molt, pre-formative molt, and first pre-alternate molt, which leads up to the second pre-basic molt, signaling the beginning of the definitive molt cycle. In the next video, Moult in the First Year of Life Part 2, we will look in a bit more detail at pre-formative and second pre-basic molt. Thanks for watching. See you next time.